Live from the back of a moving Uhaul in the heart of Columbus, it's Tacky Tablecloth!
This is the program that you are listening to right now.
It's called Tacky Tablecloths.
Even though there is not a table or tablecloth in this U-Haul.
Well, yeah, they all got burned down in the fire.
They got burned down in the fire. Welcome back to the program, everybody. We picked up some random guests today.
Yeah, do you guys want to introduce yourselves, random strangers? Because I've never met you before.
We've never met you before.
Yeah, this is Axel here for the first time on the podcast. It's a little weird doing it in a U-Haul, but I think I can get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just watch out for those potholes.
And the dead body.
And the dead body.
Yes.
That's Werther's original. He was our first intern. I forgot to feed him while Bryn was in Japan.
If he gets a little stanky, we got some Febreze. Just spray it on him.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is Darrian. Axel told me we were going to GameStop, and now we're in a U-Haul with a dead body and two random weirdos. So I'm just trying to go pick up a copy of My Little Pony on the Wii U.
Oh, that's a good game, man.
Well, I said we do GameStop after, so we just got to do this first.
Yeah, we'll drop you back off. Don't worry about it. We're not going to take you to the woods or anything.
My mom doesn't let me out past 12:30 p.m. So I have to get home. And I really want to play this game.
Well, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
We'll figure something out.
12:30 p.m.
So noon,
very
30.
That's an early curfew.
Okay.
Yeah, damn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, not.
My family's going through some things.
Oh.
It is also a proven fact that pedophiles are not out until at least 12:31 p.m. So
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
because they don't wait. They wait until school lets out to even start roaming around.
Yeah, they have to watch Kathy Lee and Hoda in the morning.
Yeah, I'm deliciously thick, so my mom doesn't want me out past a certain time.
Big old thick boy.
You try to sneak through the schoolyard, but you're too dummy thick, and the pedophiles keep hearing your ass cheeks clapping.
It's a common problem I have.
Colonel. Well, thanks for coming on the program, boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dropping the act a little bit. The two of you guys do actually know.
Act?
The two of you guys do actually know Bryn. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's that weirdo from high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's usually what most people say when they come on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I know him as Bween.
Bween.
Not this year, Bween.
Not this year, Wayne.
They call me Barn now.
I like to call you Brett.
Brett.
I'm going to refer to you as Brett going forward.
What about Byron?
Actually, I'm going to change the name every time I address you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's fine.
Thanks, Braxton.
No problem. Dummy, thick ass boy with the delicious buttery cheeks.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Give me that cheesy double.
Damn, bro, you built like a brick house. You thicker than a day-old pot of grease.
Wonderful.
Do you guys have anything to add other than really bad pickup lines?
Really bad. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm writing this shit down. This is great.
I don't think so. I think we're ready to get into it. I gotta go pick up this game, so let's make this.
Yeah. So speaking of video games, just this
Yeah, you're a
week.
fellow gamer, right?
Yeah, you guys play video games. You dabble.
Epic gamer.
I've been known to game with plenty of epic gamer moments.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Have you
great.
ever gotten an epic gamer win?
No.
I got the first victory royale yesterday.
Oh yeah, in Fallout 76.
My Little Pony Battle Royale.
My
okay.
Little Pony Battle Royale. Right on. What
See,
character
you
do you
joke,
play as?
but I mean, there is a Tetris Battle Royale, so what
Are
else?
you kidding me?
Well, Tetris 99.
Oh, that's not really like a...
Yeah, it's,
Is it
it's
like
considered
it's
a Battle
considered a
Royale,
battle? Oh,
because you...
Jesus.
I thought it was just two people.
No, it's 99 other people.
Well, damn.
And that's like when you're playing, it like shoots things out at other people each time you like collect like a row.
It would be great if there was a Tetris Battle Royale where you were just giant Tetris blocks and you had to run into each other.
Yeah, you ran around.
And connect in lines.
Yeah, I want them to put the John Wick skin in that game too.
I totally plays the John Wick L block.
Hell yeah.
Oh, speaking of John Wick, did you see that the Fortnite guy is going to be in that other video game coming out too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard something about that.
Something about that?
I heard it was breathtaking.
Breathtaking.
Man, everybody on the internet's creaming their pants because Keanu Reeves said one line.
God, I know.
I mean, I like the guy. He's cool.
I don't dislike him, but that's just a little
He seems
bit
like an awesome dude.
of that meme culture
Oh,
where
yeah.
people are like, oh, we all gotta praise him. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with him, but
I'm not
it's
gonna
like-
lie, it's one of those things that kind of solidified me wanting to get the game.
oh, I was already sold on the game
Oh,
as
yeah.
soon as I knew it existed, because CD Projekt Red, to me, is a perfect development company.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the way that they treat their workers, allegedly, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I just got done playing The Witcher 3.
Oh, did you beat it?
Yeah, it took me like 2.5 years to beat.
Oh, man, I still haven't beat it. It's been 2.5 years.
But once I beat it, I was like, damn, I know Cyberpunk is going to be... It's going to be amazing, because these dudes did such great work with The Witcher 3.
Yes, that's... I put so many hours into The Witcher 3 that it stopped accurately tracking my time. Like, after 25 days worth of... I've never put that much time into a game
You
before.
put 25 days into it?
I did.
Jesus
I did.
Christ. Is there that much shit to do?
I legitimately think
Well,
so.
that's true. The way he plays games is just... I can't watch him play games. It's insufferable. He has to go and look at every single little corner of everything.
It's funny, my dad always tells me, he's like, oh, you like them video games so much, you should be one of them Twitch kids. And I'm like, nobody would ever want to watch me play a video game.
So now I'm going to go over to this corner and see if there's anything in this box. Ooh, that box isn't interactable. I'm going to go over here now.
Do you remember the first time you lost your shit on me when I was playing Uncharted 4 and was trying to just, like, do the... Have you guys played Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
You know how Nathan Drake can do that kind of, like, awkward roll forward?
Yep.
I tried to beat an entire stealth sequence without getting spotted, but only using that as my movement method. And anytime I got spotted, I just immediately throw myself off the cliff.
Yeah, he would just quit. I'd be like, oh my god, just start shooting. What are you doing? I don't think I ever got through a single one of those stealth parts without... There might have been like one or two, but for the most part, if I got spotted, I'd just be like, alright, kill everyone.
Yeah.
You're all dead.
I mostly at that point was just doing it to piss you off.
Well,
but-
I know.
But yeah, so did you play The Witcher, or are you excited for Cyberpunk? Sorry.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
I never played The Witcher 3. It's one of those games on my list, but I'm a huge fan of the Cyberpunk genre in general.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since I saw that game was announced, I've been really excited for it. And then the Keanu reveal was something I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But at that point, I was already sold on getting it. So
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It was kind of like, oh shit, they added him, and
Like,
then
cool. Right on.
you
Yeah.
go first.
What?
You go first.
Oh, okay. I was just saying cool. I didn't
I
really have anything to add. I can add something if you'd like me to, but...
My bad.
No, go ahead.
Did you guys see that his role in it is supposedly he's sort of like a hallucination kind of a thing? Like he's not real. I think that's hilarious. I think that's gonna be great that he's like in the game for an extended sequence of it.
Yeah, I saw that a lot of people that got the behind the scenes extended trailer gameplay, they said that he's kind of like Cortana for the game, which
Oh shit.
I'm not too mad about because
Cortana's
anytime
cool.
you can get Keanu Reeves just talking to you, talking a lot of shit about people,
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game looks amazing. That trailer they put out this year was amazing. The gameplay they put out the previous year
Yes.
was amazing too. But I think the Keanu Reeves thing was kind of what sold me. And when I commented on that thing on your Instagram, I pre-ordered the collector's edition as soon as that happened.
Oh, damn. What's in the collector's edition?
You get a 10-inch statue of V. You get a steel book, and then just like a whole bunch of other random shit.
Oh,
CD
yeah.
Projekt Red.
it's cool. It's a cool collector's edition.
Yeah.
They do their games right. They, like, for the regular edition of The Witcher 3, you get stickers, you get a map, you get an actual manual, you get everything that you used to get back in the day with, like, PS2 and
Oh,
Xbox
yeah.
360
Yeah,
games.
there's
Nice.
even, I don't have my keys with me. There's even just the little wolf school for Geralt's witching school, little
Yeah.
pendant thing that you got. With
Oh,
it,
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
That I would always just stab myself in the thigh with every time I tried to pull my keys out, so I had to take it off, but...
Yeah, I know. I need to take my Diva one off. It's too goddamn big. I got some new ones in Japan. I got a little Link one I found in a store. So,
Yeah,
put that on there.
I really wanted to get that collector's edition, but there's so much that's coming out
Yeah.
that I already have several that I'm gonna be buying around the same time. Like I have the Death Stranding one pre-ordered. I'm definitely gonna get the Last of Us collector's edition pre-ordered. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice.
Only if that Final Fantasy VII one wasn't $330.
I can't
It's
justify
$300.
$330.
Oh my god!
For
Hey.
the first quarter of the game.
Yeah, I cannot justify spending that much on it. As cool as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe Didn't they say it's going to be 2 Blu-ray discs if you buy it physically?
Yeah.
For the first part.
And it's just the Midgar.
It's just Midgar.
Yeah.
How the hell?
I don't know. I mean, I know they said that they're beefing it out and they're not making it as small of a segment as it was in the original game, but still, just like
Small.
Yeah, I just
It still takes like 8 hours to do or so.
yeah,
I
but
just
for
started
$60.
Well, yeah.
I just started playing it for the first time.
The original?
And I was telling him, like, I don't know how they're going to stretch out this part, because when you start the game to when you get the first boss at the end of the reactor, that took me 10 minutes. So that's probably going to take them, like, 2.5 hours to flesh out that whole sequence.
Yeah, they're probably going to make it like an entire dungeon or, whatever it is.
But it looks amazing. As long as it's not as bad as Final Fantasy 15, we'll be good to go.
They have a whole other development team working on it. So
See, I didn't hate Final Fantasy 15. I definitely...
Yeah, well, I haven't beat it yet, but I haven't gotten to the hallway part yet.
Well, the
But,
hallway
like,
part doesn't exist anymore, so you're fine.
Oh, really?
Well, it exists, but it's like what was like an hour and a half now takes like 10 minutes, I think, something like that. Did you hear about that?
I beat it probably like 2 weeks after I got it. I've never touched
So they
it
hadn't,
since.
they hadn't patched it yet at that point.
Yeah.
That game has gone under an immense amount of patches since it released. Like
Yeah, I
they
gotta-
added in being able to play as all the other characters.
like you can switch.
Yeah, like you can, switch over to Prompto and fire his stupid little gun, and then
Oh, cool.
switch over.
Well, that's kind of what they're doing with the 7 remake.
Yeah,
You can,
and
like, switch
can
over players
definitely
like Barrett.
see They were probably doing that to kind of test it out for 7, because even though it's not the same studio, I'm sure that they pass along a lot of the same development tips and
So
stuff.
the battle designer for, like, the lead battle planner, battle system planner for the Final Fantasy VII Remake was the guy who created the Kingdom Hearts 2 battle system. Which is actually a good sign, because that was actually a really good compelling action RPG
yeah,
system.
I love that.
Yeah, that and 358 over 2 days were the two best, in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts games, especially from a battle standpoint. I mean, 3 had really good combat as well. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, but
But
the gameplay in 7 to me looks a lot better than in 15, because 15 was basically a straight action RPG.
Yeah, you target, you
Yeah.
press one button,
But
you
this
can dodge.
one, yeah, exactly. But this one looks like a fusion between action and sort of like the ATB command list from the original game, which is cool to appease.
It kind of reminded me of like the old BioWare games, like Knights of the Old Republic, where you could like pause the action, and then choose something and then go back into it.
Yep.
So, but like a little more action oriented, a little more modern. So it looks pretty cool.
And what I think they're going to do is probably expand Midgar so that you can explore the other sectors, because in the original it was this huge metropolis, but you could only explore
Yeah, it's really
a couple
linear.
parts. But I think they're going to expand it quite a bit, which.
Oh, and there's only going to be like, what, 4 companions
well, in the
in the beginning.
'cause
So like
Yes.
the cat thing isn't going to be in it.
No.
Because you can't find it until Golden Saucer, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. Do you remember those stupid fucking like houses that like?
Oh,
houses
yes!
made of
The
shot like
house enemies,
fireworks.
it just looks like a giant like dog house.
Yeah.
and it's an enemy. And what's cool is in the trailers you can see they have a lot of those silly weird enemies from the original game. Yeah, so I'm
They
excited.
showed off a couple of like the robot things and
like the lizard men in the sewers and stuff.
yeah.
So
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the house in full 4K or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and out of all of Square Enix's games, this is the game they can't mess up. Because
Yeah.
this is probably the most popular Final Fantasy game they've ever made.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I think why they've spent so much time on it.
Yeah, because they announced it like what, 4 or 5 years ago? 4 years ago, something like that.
in 2015, so
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
'Cause it was
Are
like-
Darren? Are you playing it on? Are you playing like the one on PS4
Playing on Switch.
on Switch? Oh,
It's
okay.
the same version.
Yeah.
They took all the cursing out of it, though.
Oh,
Did
really?
they really?
That's one thing I noticed so far. They took all the cursing.
Wait, seriously? So when Barrett like curses, is it?
It's just a whole bunch of like random.
Oh, that's how it was in the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
yeah.
was like, uncensored, but it seems pretty true. I can't wait to get to the part
Does-
where he cross dresses. But
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I love that part. Yeah, I want to see that in the remake.
They said they're gonna keep all that stuff in the Don Corneo cross-dressing, Bumblebee in, like all that Cloud riding the dolphin, like all that stuff is gonna be.
Hell yes.
Be in the
Oh
remake,
my god.
So.
Yeah, it was like cute in the old Polygon days, but now it's gonna look fucking goofy as hell.
I know.
Well, most people love it. The Kotaku people
Oh,
don't be
God.
fucking outraged about it, but
Of course.
Right.
They can eat a dick. Can I curse?
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
God.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Just don't say like racial slurs or anything.
Yeah. You would be surprised how many times I've had to say that to people already. But
Like just don't be overtly offensive.
yeah, please. But yeah, swears. I mean, I
we
think
can talk
Britain's-
about how we hate the French. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Britain,
that's alright.
Britain usually swears so much that my dad tells me multiple times to tell him to stop swearing as much as he does. He's literally like, I have people who would listen to your show, but Bryn swears too much, so they won't.
Darn you, Bren.
Fucking old people complaining about me and my cursing.
Mother trucker.
Hey, does the Switch version? I just remember what I was gonna say. Does it have the fast forward thing where you can like speed up the gameplay? Have you
It's
tried
not
that?
It's not a feature I've messed with. You can do it in like the menu. You can speed up. All
Oh,
the
okay.
sequences
Because on the
and stuff.
PS4 one that
If
I
you-
have,
if you click in
yeah,
the
you click in the
stick.
stick. That's the only way I can get through grinding and the combat and shit. Otherwise, the game is so goddamn slow and boring.
That was the nicest part about playing the Final Fantasy IX remake, or not remake, but the
Remaster.
I guess it's not even remake.
It's just an emulator.
It
that they
looks
put-
just as ugly. Yeah.
Something that flew under a lot of people's radar, which I'm super excited for, is they're finally remastering Final Fantasy VIII. Which I know
Oh,
is kind of,
yeah.
it's kind of a divisive game for a lot of people, but I love that game.
I've never played it, but I know
I'm
a
glad
little
they're giving
about
it
it.
some attention.
Yeah, and GameFly leaked that it's getting a physical release because a lot of people thought it was just going to be a digital one for the Switch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because that's their Final Fantasy IX remake was remaster, not remake, was just a digital only. Like if that had had a physical, because that's my absolute favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy IX. So if that had had a physical, I would have bought that shit up.
Yeah. I was playing what was it, 10 for a while too. I haven't beat that one. That one is goofy as hell.
I could not
Oh
get
my
into it.
god.
It's
fun
It's so
and
strange,
but
it's so
oh.
fucking strange. But that's like,
yeah.
other than 7, that's like probably their most popular one.
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
everybody had a PS2, so everybody bought that one at some point.
It was their first game with voice acting, and
Yeah.
it was they started development in 1999, so like it's
Ha ha ha
it's
ha.
a 90s game with
Yeah.
When I was
voice
playing it, he's like, "Did you get to the laughing part yet?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
the laughing
Just wait.
part.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah, I remember texting Axel and letting him know, like, I don't know if I can get through this game. It's too fucking weird. For me. Like the character interaction, it's like those weirdos who'd be in class and be like, "Hi, I'm in your team project."
Yeah.
Okay, what part do you want to do? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I stopped playing after like 2 or 3 hours. I was like, I can't get into this.
The dialogue is very disjointed, but the overarching story, I think, is good.
Yeah, I really
It
liked
is,
it. I
yeah.
like the combat a lot, and
For
yeah.
me, it's just hard to go back to older games I've never played before. Like, I can go back to a PS2 game that I played originally and be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great. But a game I've never played before, I'm like, man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they have the Super Nintendo stuff on the Switch if you have the online?
Yeah.
I can't play any of those games.
Nintendo.
I think they're all, yeah, whatever one it is.
Yeah.
I can't play any of
And,
them.
oh yeah, I hope they add the SNES.
I
at
would
some
love
point.
an SNES library. I was telling Darian, like, that's one of my favorite consoles to get, the SNES.
Oh, yeah.
It has one of my favorite libraries.
Yeah, it's got
Chrono Trigger.
Link to the Past. Isn't Donkey Kong Country on there?
Donkey Kong
Yes.
Country.
Yeah.
The Mega Man X series, which I really
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Final Fantasy VI, all that stuff.
Yeah, I would love to play Final Fantasy VI on a real like console because I constantly will like download a ROM of it on my phone and then I'm like, just fuck this, like
Yeah.
just irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Their phone ports aren't very good.
No.
I think I had 6 on my Game Boy Advance.
Did you?
Yeah, I think that's how I played it originally because they had like a. I forget if it was actually called 6.
It was
here.
probably 3. in the
Was
United
it? Okay,
States,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're
I
they were
keep
weird.
hearing about how
Okay.
great it is and I want to play it, but I just can't do it. I just can't.
It's a trot to get through the beginning of it. Like, it's so story heavy.
That's like every Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say
the first 5 or 10 hours is usually pretty slow.
Oh god, especially is it 13 where the whole like first 5 hours is just walking down the hallway.
I have a lot of opinions on 13.
Oh god, I never. I got like 2 hours into it, and I was like,
that game is garbage.
I'm still in the same area.
Yeah, I do not like 13.
Yeah.
Well, I should say I do not like almost any of the characters in 13, and that's the biggest issue. Is like, and that's why I still think that 15 was better than a lot of people give it credit for, is because at least I liked all of the characters in it, and I cannot say that for like fucking 13. I can barely say it for 12.
See, I have the opposite. I hated every character in that game. You know
Did
when,
you really?
you know when Ignis loses his sight? I thought it was the funniest part of the entire game. And
Oh, you just spoiled it for Bryn.
Oh, I don't care.
I won't give any spoilers for the end. The whole third act of the game has no pacing. They just start bringing things on you where it's like, where did this come from?
I do agree with you on that completely.
Like, I remember getting to certain parts and I'm like, where did this develop at?
Yeah.
This makes no sense. And then you get to the end of the game and I was like, man, this was a chore to beat.
And that's why, like I said, how they added so much shit in. They added so much stuff afterwards to flesh that out that should have been there to begin with. The game should have been delayed.
Well, you can tell
like,
they had so many problems with development.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't it take them like 10 years to get the game out?
It went through
Essentially,
multiple
yeah.
name changes and all
Yeah,
sorts
because
of
it was
shit.
originally like what?
Versus
Final
14.
Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah. So what else happened at E3?
A lot of
Bethesda
shit.
had a conference.
Oh lord. Yeah.
Are we calling that a conference?
It was a conference because a guy stood up
Was
there.
Fucking
Yeah! That's all their conference was.
Yeah, I don't know how many
And all
people
the-
they paid to be excited or how many of those people were just
Yo,
genuinely
I
that
swear
excited.
they pumped fake audio
They did.
in there.
I think they had the Bethesda. I heard reports. I don't know
Yeah.
how true they are, but they had Bethesda employees next to the audience microphones,
Oh
which I
my
believe
God,
because these companies spend millions of dollars on advertising. E3 is one of the biggest advertising
Yeah.
venues of the year,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put it past them to.
Yeah,
for
well,
not
I was watching clips of because I didn't watch like the full thing, the full
Probably
conference.
best for your own sanity.
Yeah, but I saw some part. I forget what game they were announcing or something, and it sounded like just the entire audience was applauding. I didn't see a single person down there
They had fans in
clapping.
the audience,
Yeah.
like on their phone.
Yeah, I was just like,
slouched over.
who are these people that are clapping?
Commander Keen!
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, we took a platformer and we turned it into a tower defense game. Who's fucking excited?
Who's excited for another pay-to-win tower defense game?
Yeah, they knew going into it that they were going to get eaten alive. So that's why I thought they were going to do a pre-record. I didn't think they were going to do anything live because if Todd Howard went out there and actual people were in the front row, he would have got destroyed. But it was obviously people that they either paid off or they just sat the developers in the front.
Yeah,
Put them-
or just those people who are just such fucking mega fans that they will just, Fallout 76 really isn't that bad. You're just trying too hard to look for issues. I'm having a great time with Fallout 76.
Trying to justify their.
Yeah.
Trying to justify that they wasted however much money the Tricentennial Edition was, yeah.
I was telling Darrian that in order for them to be successful this year, they had to come out and announce or show either The Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
And Todd Howard, the face of their company, had to be apologetic and acknowledge everything that's happened over the past year.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. He came out, he made a couple of jokes. He's like, hey guys, I'm glad you're still here with me considering some of the stuff that happened, right guys?
Yeah.
to thunderous applause. And
Right.
I was describing Todd Howard before the podcast as the Michael Scott of the gaming industry because he just gaff after gaff and just pretends like everything's fine.
Yeah.
It just was irritating.
Yeah. And I mean, they didn't really bring anything either. Like, I think Doom was the only thing I saw that was like, oh, cool, there's another Doom
It's the
game.
only thing of interest.
Yeah.
There's Doom, there's that Japan game that might be cool, but there's literally nothing about it, so we have no idea what the fuck it even is.
Like a
other than-
CG trailer was all
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
Just with the Japanese dog at the end just sniffing the air because his owner disappeared.
Are you looking forward to the mobile Elder Scrolls?
Oh yeah, they spent plenty of time showing mobile games.
Oh, I bet you they worked so hard on that. And we got Elder Scrolls Switchblade.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. That's exactly what we want.
Isn't there a card game too?
Yeah, it's their Hearthstone knockoff. Legends. They were talking about that too.
Because we need another card game.
Yes, there's Blades, Commander Keen, The Hearthstone knockoff, Fallout Shelter they brought up again. So that's 4 mobile games right there.
They're still supporting Fallout
It's
Shelter?
coming out on the Tesla.
Yeah.
Are you
developing it for the
kidding me?
Yeah. It's gonna be like the first video game because at E3, Todd Howard and Elon Musk did a panel together. And that
Oh
was
my
like
God.
the first game they announced.
Yeah, I know there's some like random ROMs that they just installed on the Teslas that you can, if you know how to navigate the menu.
How does
You
that
can
work
pull
when
up-
you're driving?
You can't. It shuts it off when you're
Why do
not
I
in
want
park.
to watch Netflix in the fucking Tesla then if it's not driving?
Yeah, like in the parking lot.
I don't know.
This is cool.
It was probably just some dumb thing. Elon's like, "Hey, put this in here so we can have it."
I was gonna say that's Elon Musk in a nutshell, though. Like, here's a bunch of dumb shit that no one's gonna ever
Yeah.
use.
I'm gonna send a car into space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna have Netflix on
it's part of the pedophile appealing package. Well, while you're waiting for the kids, you can watch Netflix.
Maybe they got the flamethrower in the trunk too.
Hey kids, you like flamethrowers and electric cars? Come on in. It drives itself.
That's why they have that thing with the unicorn that poops out rainbows too. That's to keep the kid like entertained when they.
Yeah.
Which that was a whole other thing where he like stole that from that guy with the coffee cup thing that we talked about last year.
Yeah.
My favorite line of the Bethesda conference, by the way.
Oh God, yes.
Was when I don't know if it was like their director of marketing or whoever that guy was, and he came out and he was like, "Here at Bethesda, we, like you, like mobile games." And I was just like, did you seriously just say that?
What? You guys don't have phones?
That's not even the line that I thought you were gonna say.
Oh, no?
To me, the best line was when they had the two fat bald guys out there talking about Battle Royale 76, which we just played. It was really, really fun, wasn't it?
Oh, it was the best battle royale I've ever played.
I love the animation.
I
I love that
love
guy
the-
that just slid into his chair.
I love the 5 minutes you have to wait when you get into the lobby to start the game, and then how it's just fucking terrible. Actually, we're lying to you. Please don't ever play it.
It fucking sucks.
I'm actually very grateful that they had this free trial weekend because I've talked a lot of shit on this game, and I'd never actually played it. It was good to see that all of the shit that I've talked about the game is 100% valid.
You can see in videos watching it how
You
bad it
can,
is.
but it's just it's great to actually know for myself 100%. Hey, this game's a piece of shit.
I felt the same way. I told Axel, download it. We'll play it this weekend because we don't want to be those people who shit on it. And then people are like, well, you've never played it.
Yeah.
When I played it, the frames were low.
Oh, God.
There were so many graphical errors, and I ended up getting stuck in between a building and a rock, and I just stopped playing after that.
And even
What a great metaphor.
and even just the movement, like the movement animations feel so like shitty, like even for a Bethesda game.
They should have let ZeniMax Online make it like they made Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, but my favorite line was when they're introducing that, and the fucking dude goes, "Fuck yeah, we got Battle Royale!" And then you hear the
he
whole.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
I will literally pull up an audio clip of it right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bethesda has no self-awareness whatsoever.
Because that's not going to get us copyrighted or anything like that.
And it's so sad because they went from being probably the most loved gaming company out there for the longest time to they're just a meme now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's all been downhill since Skyrim.
I
I liked Fallout 4, like some of it, but it was just not the same.
I told Axel, Skyrim was the initial launching point for them to put out terrible quality. They dumbed down the Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
And then people still bought it. It was the highest releasing game because we went to the midnight release.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
There was people I never even knew played fucking Xbox games there, but it started their propel down the road, and Fallout 4 was a terrible game.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you got Fallout 76, and it's like, wow,
Yeah,
these dudes just they're so out of touch.
I'm scared for the Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. How can you have any faith in them to put anything good out?
No,
after?
yeah, unless they just go back to their roots, like there's no way that they're going to be able to live up to that hype.
Last good Fallout game, Obsidian made, which was
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, that's like the best
Which
one.
I'm excited for their game, Outer Worlds.
Oh,
It's gonna be-
yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
I think it's going to be amazing, but
I
I
hope
wouldn't
so.
expect anything less from Obsidian.
Axel and Darrian, Bethesda should sell the rights to Fallout to them.
Yeah.
They were the original team who made the first one.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
when they were, was it Black Isle or whatever?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but with the Elder Scrolls, like, I just don't get it. You have the two of the biggest franchises in the world, and Elder Scrolls.
I'm going to have to just show you guys after that, sorry.
I know what you're talking about. I saw it.
I'll look it up when I get home.
Well, I wanted to play the audio of it, but
That's-
I really want to be involved in this because I am so fucking excited for the Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to just jump in there.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying, like, you have two of the biggest franchises in Fallout, Elder Scrolls, but you're completely fucking everything up. Where, like, I have no hope for Starfield at this point. I think it's probably going to be around the same as Mass Effect Andromeda.
Or No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, they updated at least. But.
Yeah.
Mass Effect Andromeda was not the worst game ever, though. It was passable.
You see those faces, though?
Yeah, the faces were bad at start. I'm just saying, like, Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't nearly as bad as everybody acted like it was. I will be that person who's like, it wasn't that bad, because it really wasn't that bad. It's just that when you're BioWare and you've got your standards, no one listening can see my hand, but my hand's up.
His hand's
as
up pretty
high
high.
as I can go. When it's up there with Mass Effect 2, and then Mass Effect 3 is a little bit of a drop.
A little bit lower now.
It's a little bit lower.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got Andromeda, which is just at about mid-tier. When you've got that massive drop in quality, it just makes it seem so much worse.
Oh, yeah, because people have standards.
It was a shock, too, because I played Dragon Quest.
Dragon Age.
Inquisition.
Yeah, and Dragon Age Inquisition, I thought was the most solid. Yeah.
It was one of the first PS4 games I played. I was like, wow, this is actually really good. I like the world and all that.
And even the story was, like, not bad. Like, it wasn't amazing or groundbreaking, but it wasn't, Mr. Wizard Man.
It was okay.
It was okay. Considering how fucking bad Dragon Age 2 was, I was very happy to just have a passable story that wasn't like, hey, you're just locked up in this fucking castle the entire game. Ugh.
Yeah, but their conference was just forgettable. It was they shouldn't have had a conference this year. And I think that's a lot of the problem is most companies don't know when they need to have one and when they don't. Sony clearly knew.
Yeah, Sony was smart. They were like, we don't really have that much shit right now, so we're gonna just kind of.
Because they've already really announced everything, and yeah. I think aren't they gonna do like some? They're just gonna release some video or something.
They're basically doing their own version of Nintendo Directs at this point, where they're just doing their own little or what are the tree houses or whatever they call it.
The tree house is what they do like after. Like during the week, they just release them. It's like people playing the games. Oh, okay. But yeah, the Nintendo Direct is like their conference.
Okay, that would be it.
They do them like sporadically throughout the year for like random updates, but like the E3 one's always like the big hour-long one or whatever it was. Nintendo fucking won this year though. Oh, man, they had some good shit.
Oh my god.
I legitimately want to Switch so badly.
Get it?
Like
except for Pokemon, because they screwed the pooch on that one.
Oh, I'm not even that fucking mad about it. They're taking out a couple of Pokemon. It's gonna be all shit that nobody likes anyway. Like it's gonna be like a fucking Glamper.
You're talking to a perfectionist.
I know.
He had me trade him some Pokemon on Let's Go so he could complete his Pokédex.
I know. Yeah, I heard. I'm just saying.
Like, it's such an arbitrary thing to do to just be like, okay, let's just take the whole core aspect of the game, catching them all, and just get it all out of there. What the fuck?
I think we have to give them a pass because they've never put out a really, really bad game in the Pokemon line.
Correct. Even Black and White were not bad. They were just boring.
People love Black and White. Well, especially the story of it. Yeah, I think X and Y. No. Sun and Moon is probably like the most
Sun
panned.
And Moon 2 or whatever it was.
Ultramoon.
Yeah, I didn't like those ones, but I thought the original Sun and Moon were pretty good.
Oh, okay. But I never played either.
See, I didn't like Black and White that much, but I liked Black 2 and White 2 a lot. So
is Black 2.
That's the one that tried its most to have a real legitimate story other than like.
And then X and Y tried to have like a story too, but it just held your hand like, hey, here we go, here we go.
Yeah, but I'm super excited for Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, yeah.
If it gets a collector's edition or something, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those games where I'm like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing the original one on the GameCube, and I had so much fun playing it.
Oh yeah.
I would just keep playing. I beat it. Play it again. It's one of the few games I would just keep looping playing because I was also poor and had no money.
Back in the day when you had like 3 games.
But yeah, they killed it. I was really surprised that they had so many good things, and they actually showed gameplay.
They did.
Wow.
What? Yeah, unlike Microsoft that didn't have any motherfucking gameplay.
Well.
When E3 conferences they show gameplay and don't have just like a bunch of weird like singers and costumes come out and dance around.
Oh yeah, so Ubisoft. And, Just Dance.
Did Ubisoft do that again this year?
They had a minor one. They didn't start their presentation with it, but when they talked about Just Dance, I think they had some dancers out there.
God,
I didn't actually
have
watch
to show
it.
fucking.
Why
do people still buy that?
Why is Just Dance still releasing for the Wii? The original.
Yeah, it's still.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It is.
Because the original
They probably
Wii,
sell them to like retirement homes and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's probably half
The
the revenue
original
comes
Wii,
from.
like almost every, my fucking mom owns a Wii. My mom's never owned a video game console in her life, but she has a Wii. You know, everyone has a Wii.
When I saw the graphic and it was like Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii, I was like, what?
Is it even on the Wii U?
No,
just the
nobody
Wii.
because
plays
nobody bought the
Wii
Wii U.
Nobody plays the Wii U.
Dude, they were making like FIFA for the PS2 up until
Yeah.
just a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
they still made FIFA, and they still made Madden for a couple of years before that as well. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's one of those consoles that's just sold so goddamn
I just learned
well.
recently that they were manufacturing the original Game Boy until 2003.
Shit.
Like,
Wow.
no joke. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say?
Nintendo good.
Yeah.
Real
Microsoft bad.
I'm real pissed that the Switch exclusively is getting the Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that is my shit on... It's on the PS4 right now, but it's coming out with, like, expanded character interactions, this whole mode where you can switch the entire game to 2D, or, like, the 8-bit, like, original Dragon Quest.
Neat.
Your party members actually follow you around, which it really pisses me off that they don't in the standard version of 11. And it's got a full symphony version of the regular soundtrack. I'm like, if I get a Switch, I might have to rebuy it just for that.
What's that one game that you were playing? You got like the collector's edition for, like Ni no Ku.
Oh, Ni no Kuni 2?
Yeah, isn't that coming out for Switch?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised
It's
if it
the
was.
remaster of the first one that came out on the PlayStation 3.
Oh,
okay.
so it's a remaster of the White Witch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which
Cool.
was good. The first game was good. I liked it.
Mm.
I never played the second one.
The second one, it was like beautiful. I liked the combat system, but it did a lot of shit that it like none of it was very fleshed out. Like you had these weird random like Pikmin type battles, and you had like normal battle. I'm not
Pikmin battle.
No, like literally like because you were building up your kingdom, so you'd have like it's like 100 spearmen, and you had to like walk around, and they just like circled you, and you like sent them out to attack at people.
Oh,
but
like
it
an
was,
RTS kind of.
a really really shitty RTS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get off the topic for Nintendo for a second,
Yeah.
can we talk about the fucking Shenmue game that's coming out that looks like garbage?
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay.
Oh wait,
What's
I didn't
the
even know that.
controversy about that? Because I knew there was some controversy.
They
I
have-
don't know exactly what's
They
going on.
have no expression on their face from the trailers they're showing, and the voice acting is terrible. Like,
I didn't even know that they released any
What-
trailers. That's how little.
Yeah,
I've
wasn't it
heard
like a
anyone-
Kickstarter?
That's the true
I'm not
controversy about it is that originally they'd set up a Kickstarter, but then people found out that I think it was Sony was also like funneling them money because they were trying to portray it as like we're making this game for the fans, funded by the fans exclusively, and then everybody found out that they were getting real money as well, so they were trying to like get it from both sides and get like direct buys from people. So people were pissed
Yeah,
off
but it looks
about
like
that.
fucking trash.
I didn't even know that they released any more footage. I
Yeah, they released
flat
the,
forgot about that
Yeah,
game.
they showed a little bit.
They released a trailer, and the voice acting is so bad for it. Like the dude's just like, "No, get out the way."
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
you know what? I did see
He has
that.
no expression. on his face
it looks
at all.
like it should be coming out on the Dreamcast.
I was gonna
Yes.
say, to be fair, that's how Shenmue 1 and 2 were anyway.
Well, yeah,
so.
but that was like in like 2000, 2001.
That's such a shame because I never played the original ones, but for people who grew up with those games and then they come out with either like a remake or like
Yeah.
a sequel, it's always such a disappointment when shit like this
Yeah, they
happens.
just completely fuck over the fans.
Yeah.
But let's go back to Nintendo now. I just
Oh,
want to
okay.
talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, because I did have something to say, but then I forgot.
I'm excited for the Dragon Quest guy in
Yeah.
Smash. And
Yeah.
they trolled super hard with Banjo.
Oh my god, I know!
That was great.
I never played any of the Banjo games.
I
I know
love-
they're really good,
They're great.
but I love how they had Donkey Kong in it because they were basically like the same type of game. And then-
Well, and they
Yeah.
were both rare games as well.
oh yeah, that's right. I
Right,
completely forgot
yeah.
about that. That they Microsoft bought.
Yeah, Microsoft bought the rights, and then Microsoft's just been being cool about shit recently. I will
that's
I will
'cause
give
Microsoft
them that.
clearly has no intention of ever actually making another Banjo-Kazooie game after Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I from
Don't
the
remind us.
I'm reminding you. Oh, there was also footage of Ukulele 2, by the way. Did you see that?
Oh, Lord, didn't it? Ah.
Sorry,
I mean,
didn't mean
I
to
even
cut you
heard
off
of
there.
that game. I was
Is-
just gonna say, I think Microsoft. I think they realize that they're behind on exclusives,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're trying to make a gap up. So they're like,
Mhm.
hey, if we let Nintendo have some of our characters, maybe they're willing to work with us, and maybe we can get like
Right.
maybe they can let us borrow Zelda or Link for one of these games or something. I think they're finally
Right, trying to get a little
understanding-
chummy.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we don't have the library everyone else does, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be the good guys now because
Yeah, because they only have like 2 franchises. They got Gears of War and Halo.
Do people still play Gears of War?
Fuck
There
if I
was a
know.
trailer for Gears of War 5. I didn't watch it, but I heard it had Billie Eilish's bad guy in it in the background.
They had some WWE guys playing the new mode that they introduced on.
What's the new mode?
I don't know. Like
Is
you
it called Shooty Man?
You infiltrate like the hive or whatever it's called, and you place a bomb, and then you have to escape in a certain amount of time.
Oh, so the campaign of Gears of War 3?
I was never interested in the Gears game, but Halo is looking nice.
I haven't played a Halo since 4.
Yeah, but
which
I
was
have to admit, that was a good
garbage.
trailer. Like, I didn't even know it was a Halo game at first. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like, I was kind of invested. And then I saw the Master Chief armor, and I was like, oh shit, another Halo game.
Remember Master Chief?
Yeah.
He's floating out in space again.
It should be illegal for them to release a new console and not have a Halo game at launch.
Yeah.
That's what they should do every single time one of their Xboxes launch. I'm waiting on them to give me a reason to buy the new Xbox console.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's cool that it's gonna be powerful as shit, but, like, if it's a whole nother generation of there being no games... This, like, just now, finally, I've seen my first trailer for an Xbox exclusive that I'm like, I actually... Because I own an Xbox One, and I haven't used it since I bought a PS4. And the only reason that I might pull it out is to play Phantasy Star 2. Phantasy Star Online 2 that's coming out. That's the first game I've seen that I'm like, I actually want to fucking play that.
Man, I am one of the only people I know that played the shit out of the original Phantasy Star Online.
Really?
The
Yo,
original Xbox.
Me too. Oh,
Really?
I had it on GameCube.
Yeah,
It's
I had
a-
it on PS...
Yeah.
or, I played the Xbox 360 version.
So I played the Xbox version, and then I played the PC version, Blueburst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put probably hundreds of hours into those games.
Yeah.
Were you excited to see that trailer come out then?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
didn't see it at all, no.
You didn't watch the Microsoft conference, did you?
I watched parts of it. I didn't watch the entire conference.
I only saw it because one of my friends shared it on Facebook, and I was like, holy fuck. I didn't even know that was coming out. Yeah, I saw no one else talking about it.
Huh. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Oh, you so I thought you were going to say something.
Nintendo good.
You've
yeah,
said
I
that
think
about
we're
4
not giving
times
them
now.
enough praise. They had a lot of good shit.
Yeah, they had games.
And then they just had that giant part where like all these other games are starting to come out for that third party, and I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah, like...
oh, Spyro, I actually want to play that, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to buy it on the fucking PlayStation. I want to play it on the Switch instead.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
One of the other third-party ones that looks really good is My Friend Pedro by Devolver.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
that
yeah.
Devolver had a fucking weirdo. Fucking,
Devolver always has a weird-ass one. Like, every year. Like, that lady, like, the marketing lady who, like, dies and gets turned into a robot. She got shot up, like, 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year, and then she got, like, stabbed. Like, they're fucking...
They have a storyline with their
They
conferences.
have a storyline with their conference, because they don't do one live at E3. They just record it and release it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So they go all out on making it as weird as possible, which makes sense because Devolver makes some weird-ass fucking games.
Oh, that just reminded me. Man, I miss Reggie.
I like Doug Bowser. He did a pretty good. He did a
He
good
was-
job.
He was fine. He was kind of stiff. I get it that it's his first,
I was to say, he hasn't been doing it his whole fucking life.
yeah.
Do you
No.
think his last name helped him get the job?
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. He
Oh,
used
yeah.
to work at EA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man, that's a transition.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Customer
it was-
good, not bad.
It was funny. I just... no one's ever going to replace Reggie.
No, Reggie's a legend.
Yeah.
And when he
Is he
when
a
announced-
legend? Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
Oh, god.
That's racist.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh, my
Wait,
god.
what'd he say?
He said, "Is he a legend?
As in, like, Reggie the Legend, but then I realized that there's...
Nintendo a legend?"
stereotype implications.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear
Anyways,
god. It's
Anyways,
not how I meant that.
he's going down as probably like one of the biggest icons in gaming for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's just such a likable guy. It did suck. I was surprised when he announced he was getting retired, or he was going to retire. But,
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
but I think they chose the right guy.
Yeah.
They're not as cool as the Japanese guys from
Oh,
Nintendo.
yo.
When they do the little snap.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch the April Fool's thing that they did?
No, wait, maybe.
Oh my god.
What
was
They put a video out of all these games that were coming out for the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Which was funny because some of the games are actually coming out. Like,
Mm.
they put Witcher 3 on it, and everyone was like, oh, that's a joke. And then they started having ones like
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Grandpa
Witcher 3.
Bathing Simulator and like Brazzers for the
Big
Switch and
and
stuff.
big rigs. Big rigs over
Oh,
rigs.
my god.
So, every E3.
Isn't there actually a game called
Yes.
Shower with Your Dad or whatever?
Oh, is there? I don't know.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Shower with your dad.
yeah, it's
It
yeah.
sounds like a
Right.
Newgrounds game.
It does.
It's
Yeah.
one of those shitty Steam games that cost like 99 cents. That they're all
Yeah, the graphics look like the old Atari 2600.
it put about some guy put about 4 hours of effort into it and was like, well, see if we can get some people to give me some money for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting every year for someone to obtain the license to Big Rigs and make either a remaster or they make a second game, and it's worse than the original game.
It's got to be possible. We're getting a Battletoads remake.
The company went out of business, so no one owns the license anymore.
What's really funny is that would sell.
It
Oh,
would-
it would just on meme potential
Yep.
alone.
Yep.
like if you got like a collector's edition and the RC car, all the controls were inverted, so it just went backwards when it went forward. That would be amazing. Somebody needs to pick up the license.
Yeah.
They would sell just off of meme buys.
EA,
They certainly
we know
would.
you're listening.
All that have microtransactions and loot
Oh
boxes
fuck
everywhere.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Loot boxes, you get a new truck.
It's just a different colored like rectangle. That's all it is.
I got a new hula dancer for my dashboard.
You just unlocked left rim gold.
I love left rim gold.
It's only $9.99 for right rim gold, and then front right rim gold and front left rim gold. You know,
Ooh.
but you can bundle them all together for like $30.
That's a deal. That's quite the deal.
Or you can
Yes.
grind for 8 hours just to get the racing stripes.
Yeah,
Hey,
but you'll
this
get a
dead
real
guy
sense of
started this
satisfaction and
Huh?
pride out
Pride
of it.
and accomplishment.
Oh shit.
I said this dead guy is starting to stink.
Yeah, he does.
He does smell.
Just
Just
Febreze
there's some
them.
Febreze there.
Oh,
if
I
you
have a
wanna-
couple car scents in my pocket. You want me to put them on? Don't ask me.
Yeah, just hang him.
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
man.
just hang them up.
All right.
All
But
right.
yeah, I think for the most part, that was E3 kind of sucked balls this year because there was no Sony.
It was moderate. I've seen worse. I've seen better. I think
Yeah.
Square Enix and Nintendo, for me personally, they were tied as having really good conferences. But yeah, there was a distinct void without Sony being there because I wanted
Yeah.
to see more about The Last of Us 2.
Shushima and
That game too. But
oh, sorry.
I think they're gonna do another conference or like one of their state of plays sometime in the
Yeah.
near future.
Yeah.
There's just too much shit that's so far off and was nothing but cinematics, like Elden Ring. That's the fucking game with George R.R. Martin
Oh yeah.
that I would love to see, but it's it's gonna be a Souls-like, I'm sure, so I'm gonna never fucking beat it because it's gonna be way too goddamn hard.
Yeah.
It looks like Lord of the Rings. I thought it
Yeah.
was a Lord of the Rings trailer for a second.
That's what would be really cool, but because it's a From Software game, it's gonna be unreasonably difficult for no fucking reason. I guess those two
Yeah.
phrases contradict, but
I'm still trying to beat Bloodborne. So I picked. Have you guys ever played Bloodborne?
Yeah.
I just bought it the
Did
other
you beat
day.
it?
No. See, I beat Demon Souls, Dark Souls, but I never beat Bloodborne.
Neither have I. I'm still on the Father Gascon.
I was tired of the formula by that game because
Yeah.
all of their games follow the same formula, which is really good. I like it, but they just didn't.
I like the
change it.
combat a lot
it's just not
better.
my style. Like, I especially hate that there's no real like story. Like, there's incredibly deep lore and things that have happened, but it just feels so aimless. And I know that part of that's intentional, but it just
Yeah, it's one of those
Doesn't
games where you
appeal
have
to
to
me.
like talk to things and
you have to like read up on other shit outside of the game and
You have
stuff
to like look
that.
at items and their descriptions and
Yeah.
like, oh, I found this here and I'm here, so
Yeah.
that
And there's,
means that
like,
this happened here.
few NPCs here and there, but yeah. But
Yeah, it's not a series I got. I tried playing Dark Souls on the Switch. I stopped after like 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried attacking the wrong guy. At the beginning, when you beat the first guy,
Oh.
you come out and he's like a vendor or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, he was fucking me up, and my save, like, my dude would die, and he would just keep coming after me, and I couldn't get away from
You
him.
can fuck your game up if you attack an NPC on accident.
Oh yeah.
One time for Dark Souls, I set my controller down, and you know the PS3 had like those stupid triggers on the back?
yeah.
My dog laid down on my controller, and I did a heavy attack right into like the merchant near the first bonfire.
Yeah.
And he never came back, which made it way more difficult after that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can do that in like Fallout as
But
well.
at least you can save and fall.
Yeah,
Well, and
that's
there's
true.
also a million other different vendors in Fallout to buy.
Yeah,
shit
there isn't
from.
just the one guy that'll sell you shit.
Yeah, it's just an endless loop. If he kills you, You spawn back at the bonfire, and he's coming right for you because you died right there. I'm trying to pick all my stuff up and run, and then I look behind me, and he's still following me. At like 2 caves later, I'm like, dude, you gotta stop at some point. I'm trying to play the game. And I'm like, I gotta delete my save,
No, you're
restart.
screwed.
And I'm just like, nope, I'm not playing.
You're like fighting a boss. You've got him down to like the last hit. Like right after you do it, you're like, "Fuck yeah!" You're like standing there. The guy just comes up from behind and stabs you in the back. Fuck you!
He comes running up through the arena. You're like, God damn it!
I just finished the boss battle.
Like, dude, I got some shit to sell you. Just calm down.
Just throwing it.
I think he eventually fell off of a bridge and died.
Oh, good.
But at that point, I was like, I gotta restart my game. And that's just too much effort for me. I'm gonna go back to playing Smash Bros.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I can't stand those crazy ass hard games.
Smash Bros. Reminded me, another thing that I wish we could have seen at Sony's conference if they had one was Persona 5R.
Yeah, dude.
I would really like to see that.
So what is that?
It's
I saw like I don't know if there was a trailer for it or something, but I saw some shit and I was like, cool, is this a new Persona or is it what is it?
It's like a Dynasty Warriors type game, right?
Oh no, that's
Scramble. For
that's
the
Persona
Switch.
5 Scramble.
So what's 5?
How many
Persona
goddamn
5
spin-offs are there?
Persona
It's 5
5
the dance. Oh, just go. I'm sorry.
It's basically they took the original game and then what they did was they expanded the story scenarios, added a new main character, new confidants, new locations. And they added an additional semester after the end of the first game. So not only is the original game going to be expanded with all kinds of new content, but it's going to continue on after the end of the original game.
Yeah, it's a reimagining of the original game. So you're gonna meet characters in different orders, and at a certain part in the game, it's gonna expand in a different way.
Please tell me this isn't also a Switch exclusive.
No, it's only for the PS4.
Oh, fuck yeah, good. Oh, thank God.
You wouldn't have known about it if you didn't watch the Japanese press thing that they did. They had a whole concert stuff for just Persona stuff, and that's when they released Scramble. But they just re-released the trailer for 5R in English on E3, like the second day of E3.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Then
They're speculating that at some point you can manipulate the cognitive world. And at some point, Morgana actually does become a human, and he becomes a big factor in like the main world. And they have different confidants, and they're basing it off of like a new main character who's not part of the Phantom Thieves, but she's not like aligned with like a Kechigoro or anything like that.
She's gonna be a party member though.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know the one girl, the like chess player or whatever, she was originally supposed to be a character that was gonna be in the party, but they cut her from it.
Chess player.
The shogi player in the church.
I kind of wondered about that because like her thing just kind of like stopped out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, I guess she's not like.
I never beat the game, so I'm just sitting here like, yeah, all right, yeah. I
joined the club.
I'm on the very last, the very.
Oh,
last,
I didn't even get that far. I think I was on the. I think I got to the second palace or whatever the hell.
It picks
I know.
up out of nowhere.
I've been moving. So, like, I'm in the process of moving, so I really, and Darrian keeps getting on me about finishing it, and I really want to, because I love that game. I love that game so much. It's such a time sink.
Yeah, that's, other than The Witcher 3, I'd say that's definitely the best RPG I've played in the last probably decade.
I put off playing it for so long, and I can 100% say it's my favorite game I've ever played. I started it, and I was like, wow, this is really zany and just completely out of there. And then I started getting into it more, and I was like, this game is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like, every time I'm not playing my PlayStation, I'm like, I'm going to go down there and replay Persona 5. It's so fucking good.
It helps. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep thinking
I was just going to say I want to play the other ones, but go ahead.
Fuck, man. I played...
Didn't you start playing...
I started playing 3. I literally brought my PS2 out of storage. Like, I went over to my parents' house, dug through all my shit to find it, like, brought it back, set it up, went to a fucking, like, used game store, found it for, like, 20 fucking bucks. Like, they're expensive. And I was like, I'm gonna play it. And it's that one's so fucking, like, gritty and grimdark. Like, to use your personas, the characters have to, like, shoot themselves in the head. And you only have control over the main character. That's the thing that pisses me off the most.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, all the other... And, like, I cannot stand that shit in RPG. Like, even when you have, like those moments in an RPG where, like, you know, you have the assist character dude who's like, you can't control them and they just like do shit next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Even that shit bothers the fuck out of me. Like, I'm like, I want to use because they'll be like, heal! Like, you've been hit like one time. They're like, heal! And then you have like 4 health and they're just like, sword slash! And you're like, dude, fucking heal me. I thought you were healing me every time I got hit.
Donald and Goofy come to mind for that.
Oh, well, yeah.
But have you ever heard of the Persona 5 portable? Persona 3 portable for PSP?
Mm-mm.
So it has a female alternate main character, so you can choose, and you can control all your party members.
I do actually own a PSP as well that I bought off of eBay and, like, fixed myself, which was the only time ever that I've, like, done something handy in my life.
Man,
PSP
everyone
is
had a PSP. Well,
I
never
didn't.
did, but
Yeah,
everyone else I knew had a PSP.
How are you gonna say everyone had a fucking
Well,
PSP?
it seemed
and
like
you
when
didn't
I was
even
in
have
like
one?
middle school, everyone had a PSP. I'm like, I got a DS. Well, let's play Mario Kart with me.
Oh, you made the smarter choice with the DS because the PSP, I don't like very much.
I think by the end it actually had a really underrated library. You had Metal Gear games, Final Fantasy games,
That's true.
Kingdom Hearts,
People used to put porn on
God
there.
of War.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's the only reason I knew people that had one. I was like, oh, I got PictoChat. I
Everyone
can
in my
draw
middle
some
school-
boobies.
I can get dick pics from old men.
Everyone in my middle school, they would jailbreak it and have the original Pokemon games on it.
Oh
They
yeah,
play
just put
that at
ROMs
lunch.
on them. Yeah.
I did that with mine, and it was so great having like all the different emulators on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny to think I bought my PSP to play Pokemon instead of the DS.
Yeah. I still need to see if I can put the GameCube emulator on this thing because my old Mac,
Oh yeah, that
it wouldn't
thing's a
work.
beast. It
Like
should
it would,
run Dolphin.
yeah, it would load up a
Perfect.
game. Like I tried to put Sunshine on there and it was running at like 6 frames per second, and everything was all glitchy and shit. But this one has a better graphics
Shit, dude, 'cause
processor.
you can
so.
almost. I'm pretty sure like the Pixels can run Dolphin now. I think,
Really?
right?
Mm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Most things.
I
I mean,
don't know why I picked mine up. I don't have a Pixel.
I have a
but-
PS2 emulator on my phone that
Okay.
runs at like between like 30 to 50 FPS.
oh damn.
Yeah, I had one that ran. I was trying to play WWE Raw vs. SmackDown 2008. I had to get the screen as small as possible, and it was still only running at like 15 frames a second. I was like, I can't do this.
Do you still have the? Do you still have Paw saved on one of your WWE games? I remember
Dude,
when
I
you
make
guys
him
made.
every time.
Yeah.
I make him every time. Who doesn't love a big black British dude who's from Dallas, California?
Dallas, California.
I'm from Dallas, California. You knew him, right? Did you know Paw?
No.
You never knew Paw? Oh,
He
man.
was a weirdo. He would just like creep around like the school, and he had a fake British accent.
He
was
wasn't
really
actually.
muscular, and he was a black dude. And he was like, "Oh, I'm from Dallas, California."
No.
But didn't you meet his dad one time? And his dad was not.
Somebody else
British?
told me that they met him. They saw him at like KFC, and he didn't actually have a British accent around his dad.
Huh.
He,
It was just something you would do at school.
do you remember the story that Tyler Moulet told us, where he borrowed his PlayStation and he asked for it back, and Paul shoved it in the bush in front of his house, and it rained. And he's like, Paul, can you bring my PlayStation? I'll put it in the bush in front of your house, and it was completely fucking waterlogged. Because it
I
rained
remember
like
you
3
telling me.
days in a row.
Yeah, because then we had like a running thing. Like, oh, can I borrow your GameCube? Can I borrow your GameCube?
What the
God.
fuck?
I can't believe you missed him. He's a character just like he who we won't.
Yes.
talk about.
Oh man, there was a whole cast of characters.
And then he hit on my mom.
did
Huh?
he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he tried flirting with my mom. Cause I would fuck with him and I would like call him once in a while.
Yeah.
And like pretend I was like other people and stuff.
Mhm.
And then like one day I just gave the phone to my mom and you like just like flirting with my mom. Like,
Oh,
"What the
you
fuck,
sound
Pop?"
pretty cute.
I remember the next day he came into school and he's like, "I'm gonna go on a date with Alex's mom." I was like, "Oh my god, you fucking weirdo."
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, yeah.
That's fucking absurd. Or did you guys ever know the kid Alfredo who would always threaten to stab people with a butter knife?
No, and
Oh.
I'm glad I didn't meet him.
No.
That's
I
probably
think I knew a kid named Alfredo.
that's one of the biggest characters I
Did
can
he have a
think
brother
of.
named Fettuccine?
No. Not that I know of, at least. He would always just like chill in front of the library like at all times. And I had French, which was like tucked in that little corner next to the library, because it was like just fuck the French teacher. That was basically how the school felt about her.
Yeah.
Well, fuck all the kids taking French too. Because there's only one French option. There's like a million.
Parlez-vous?
ASL and Spanish classes. That kid was always just posted up outside of there. Just like against one of those pillars in front of the library.
Hell yeah, you gotta post up in high school. You gotta let everybody know what you're about.
Yeah. You gotta beat up the toughest kid in school. Let them know.
You know what's funny? You remember all those kids that would be in high school and they'd have like the Naruto headbands, and everybody would make fun of them.
Oh yeah.
And then you get older and you start watching Naruto, and you're like, man, I might go buy that headband. It's kind of
Yeah, right.
That's how my brother is. He started watching a whole bunch of like anime. He would make fun of the kids when he was in high school.
Yeah.
Now he owns like a cape from like My Hero Academia.
Oh, shit.
Attack on Titan.
Are you talking about?
No, not my older brother.
Oh. I
it's-
was gonna say, please. I need this. I need to make fun of him so bad.
The only game he plays is Fortnite.
I'm
Oh.
not fucking surprised.
Oh,
I'm not even
Jesus.
remotely fucking surprised.
You know who the wackiest dude in high school was?
Is it not the dude that shall not be named?
Nah.
Was it Laptop Guy?
Oh my god, I forgot about laptop.
Was it Gauntlet Guy?
No, Gauntlet guy. The Gauntlet guy lived a couple houses down from
Was
me.
it the King of Dragons?
No, it's the most legendary character of them all.
Weird Alex?
Oh yes.
Yes,
course.
Weird Alex. Oh my god, we talk about Weird Alex
All the
the
time.
time at work.
I know, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Oh,
Ladies!
I think
Do you
I know
remember-
exactly who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
You graduated with him.
Yeah, he was friends with the King of Dragons.
Who? Oh.
Who's this King of Dragons
It's like-
character?
He wore the dragon shirt every single day,
I don't
and he
think-
also talked similar to the person you're talking about.
I didn't
and
know
he
Weird
would wear
Alex had
headphones
friends.
in his Walkman every day.
Well, there was
Wait,
eight-track.
yeah,
It was 8-Track Guy.
Was it 8-Track guy?
It has. Did he used to come to school with a lightsaber all the time?
I could totally see him having a lightsaber.
I think it was 8-Track Guy.
Remember the one time he
He
came
always
in?
wore a red shirt with dragons on it. Like, it was that shirt that where it looks like it's, like, painted on, you know?
Do you remember that one day that he came in and he was listening to Creed? He like kicks
Yeah.
that door and goes, "Can you take me high?"
That sounds exactly like the kid I'm
He
talking
like has his
about.
arms wide open.
Yeah,
I have that video on YouTube still, where he's singing. He's singing some fucking Creed song.
yeah,
And he literally had the headphones that he stole from the library, right?
Yes.
Like, they were the... Yes!
oh man.
I didn't know that they were friends.
I'm pretty sure they were. They
man.
talked. They spoke to each other all the time.
Will
out
you
of
take
class.
some thrones, lady?
Oh, yes.
There was a point. He randomly showed up after all the seniors took their trip to Cedar Point, and he had a fucking mug, a Cedar Point mug, and he was talking about something to one of like the student teachers, and he was like, "Oh, you think I'm funny? Like I got 2 left shoes?" No, he said 2 left thumbs. And then he went to go pick his binder up, and the fucking mug broke, and he started losing his shit in class. No, my mug! He was the weirdest dude ever.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's a serial killer.
dude, 8-Track guy. I remember. It was either my freshman or sophomore year. Did you remember when they had the video game club in Mr. Morrison's room?
No.
After school.
Oh dear God, Mr. Morris.
Yeah, they he like randomly showed up like the second or third day that they had it or week or whatever, and oh my god, he brought in Harry Potter 4 for the GameCube, and was like, would anyone like to play this? And we were all had like GoldenEye set up. The like it wasn't Morrison, but there was like a student teacher or something that was helping like be the chaperone or for the club, and he just like looked at all of us like, Jesus Lord, what the hell, what the hell.
You guys didn't want to play Harry Potter?
No. I actually owned that game, and it was terrible.
I'm surprised Mr. Morrison never bought in Loom. You remember Loom?
Fucking
Loom!
What the fuck is Luke?
Okay, so he was,
Yeah, you
he was-
tell the story.
He was telling the story one day. I don't know why he was talking about this.
He tells this
but
to every
he was
class.
Like, he was like, all right, man, look, one year for Christmas, I saw these commercials for Doom. I was like, man, I really want that game, Doom. So I told my mom, I'm like, hey, Mom, can you give me Doom? And she was like, yeah. So then Christmas came around, and I got my gift, and I opened up the gift wrap, and inside I look, and this bitch got me Loom. This bitch got me Loom, not Doom. And he just went off on this tirade about how Loom, it was this game where you went around and like weaved like blankets.
Yeah, blankets and stuff to like help the peasants or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. It's developed by LucasArts in the
It's a
90s.
real game?
It's a real game. It
It's
is
a
a
real
real
game.
game.
Man,
What the fuck?
Your house gets attacked by a dragon, and you gotta loom that shit back up. I see him every
I
so
love this
often at
voice you
GameStop.
guys
He's
have.
not black,
for-
by the way. He just kind of wanted to make it sound
Yeah,
like
he was wasn't he like the assistant football coach and
Yeah, he thought he was tough.
Yeah.
he was kind of a hillbilly.
I see him at GameStop in Westerville all the fucking time with his kids.
Oh, really?
Try to make no eye contact with them. Like,
I had him on Xbox, but it was never him playing. It was always like his son.
So
And his son never had like a microphone or anything.
It's a good thing he didn't, because you'd probably just hear him in the background, like, fucking yelling and shit.
Yeah. The tornado's coming, grab your shotgun.
He thought that I was the most conservative person ever because I wrote this paper. We had to analyze a speech by Barack Obama, and instead of doing it, I just, like, wrote it from the point of view of being, like, the average Fox News viewer. And I know I've shown it to you before.
Yeah,
I don't have it with me, obviously, but it was just like, this Obama's up here talking about all sorts of nonsense when he should be out there being president, bucking liberals and all this other shit.
And I think you forgot that his middle name is Hussein.
and Mr.
Goddamn
Morrison,
commie.
like, gives it back to me. And he just wrote, like, A for effort or something like that. And he was like, you should have your own talk show.
and it's
Was
come
he
to
was he
fruition.
being serious or was he being
He was
sarcastic?
he legitimately thought that I was, like, that conservative. And
Well,
I'm like,
I'm pretty sure he's like a huge racist. So
yeah.
I would not be surprised.
So he wanted to listen to the talk. Well, this is sort of like a talk show that we have.
Yeah.
I guess that's, when you think about it, that's
Yeah,
sort of what a podcast
Yeah,
is.
we just don't have like a studio or anything.
This is a studio.
Oh,
It's
fucking
our
U-Haul, man.
U-Haul.
We do.
the
Our
mobile
U-Haul is
studio.
the
The mobile.
studio.
There's a cool dead guy. He got the hat on.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
He didn't have... Did you bring a hat for him?
I'm just waiting for the day where he decomposes completely and we can like hang him up and dress him up like Slim Goodbody.
Yeah, I want him to be Mr. Bojangles.
What if he's not dead? He just is really fucked up looking at his sleep.
Yeah, it could just be really lazy.
I don't
And
know.
smelly.
We could put a raccoon in here and just see if it eats him.
He is kind of thick though.
So thick.
Should we shove him out of the U-Haul and see if any child predators approach?
No, let's do the Napoleon Dynamite thing where you tie a string to him and just fling him out. Just watch him bounce.
We'll get all the work trucks following us after that.
Get a little convoy going.
Look, I'm waiting on one day. I want Nintendo to bring back the Virtual Boy or whatever.
Like the VR
Yes.
virtual.
Because you know
boy?
they don't have a VR thing. They're the only company who's not working on a VR system.
The Virtual Boy 2.
Yes. It has a bigger stand.
Does it
Well,
also
they
give
kind
you
of
even
have
more,
it
like,
for-
motion sickness?
The Labo kind of has that where you can.
So,
Do you like
recount
put your Switch in it? It's kind of like the Google
Yeah.
Cardboard thing.
that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, yeah.
Do we count that?
No.
I mean, it's
that
kind of
doesn't
VR.
count.
Google sells it as a VR.
Hey, let's talk about Google Stadia.
Oh shit! I was
Sure.
gonna bring that up earlier and I forgot.
So what is this?
Okay, so it's basically like a Netflix type service where you don't need to buy any sort of their bullshit equipment that they're trying to peddle.
Well, other than the, you have to have the actual console thing.
No, you don't. No, you can play it. You can play it in browser, or if you have a Google Chrome Ultra or whatever the hell it is, you can play it on your TV.
That's what I meant. Sorry, the Chromecast thing. You're supposed to have that at least.
Yeah, because I have an older Chromecast that I don't think it'll work on. You have to have
I think
the.
it's 4
What is
Yeah.
or something like that.
what's even the appeal? Because I don't even understand people who buy only digital. Because you don't own the game, you just are borrowing the license for a certain
Right,
amount.
and that's the whole thing. Is it's like having Netflix where you're just streaming the game.
I don't like that model for games personally. I can't get excited about it for a few reasons. I like physical games. I like having. I'm one of those few people, I guess, that still like having
Yeah.
physical collections. And he's right. Like you just have the license for the games, and I there are exclusive games that are never going to be on that platform. That
Oh, yeah.
I'm always going to need and want a PlayStation for, and it's just hard for me to get excited about it personally.
Yeah, it's. I think it's good for those people that like the Steam crowd that they don't really care and they're just
Yeah.
like, let's just build up my digital. Which I have a bunch of digital games for my PS4. I
They
really
always
only
end up being cheaper. which is the
yeah,
only reason
because
I
I
buy
only
them.
buy the physical copies now. Like if it's something I like really love and I'm like I need to I want to have this forever. But like stuff where it's like, oh cool, this is $15 right now. It's like I download it now so I can have it. I'm not gonna wait 2 days for Amazon to
usually find
deliver
that
it.
the physical copy goes on sale before the digital one. Because you can go on PlayStation Store now, and Madden 2016 is still $60.
Oh god, yeah, I know.
And it's like $2 at GameStop.
True.
Yeah,
I mean, there are exceptions, but there's a lot of it. Like, NBA 2K19 is $3 right now.
Fucking bought it for $17 when it was on sale like 2 months ago. And I'm like, it's $3 everywhere. It's on the Switch, the Xbox, and the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wanted to play it while I was pooping.
I mean, it's still pretty shitty. So did you like it?
No.
Yeah. I really liked it. It has like a story mode where you're like a player playing.
Was that the one that we were playing?
No. That was probably like 18 or 17.
Okay, there was one that was like the free game of the month.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
was like 16, I think. That was a while ago.
That was the one that you were playing online with Anthony and yeah.
That was the one that Spike Lee wrote the story for, and it was fucking awful.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It didn't matter that your character was white. Your whole family was black.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone was black.
You didn't change anything.
Yeah.
And all you had to do was just like play a game, and then like 5 hours of cutscenes happen, and then you play half a game, and then.
Yeah,
and that's
annoying.
still kind of how the newest one is, but it was at least like somewhat charming because like you're like a former college player, you're playing overseas in China, so it kind of like the first thing in the game, like your coach is like yelling at you, and your guy has to like look over at his translator because his translator's like translating everything. He's like, "What's the play?" And the guy's like, "You must tie shoe." And he's like, "Oh shit."
You must tie shoe.
And then you get shipped over to like the G League, and that's really funny because like all of the antics in the G League are like, fucking semi-pro but come to life.
Yeah. They have Michael Rappaport
Yeah.
as the fucking coach for one of the teams.
Yeah, and then fucking Anthony Mackie's like your like fucking guru who like
Really?
Yeah, no, not even kidding. They're like acting like he's like this like 50-year-old man, but he's modeled after Anthony Mackie, so he's like, maybe 30.
Did Kangaroo Jack come and play b-ball with you?
No.
Oh.
There's some other actor in it too who I'm like struggling to remember who the fuck it was, but there's like somebody else famous in it too. But yeah, it was like actually kind of fun, and then like that ends.
Oh wait, I mixed up Anthony Anderson and Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant though.
Thanks for not correcting me.
It is Falcon.
Yeah. What did I just see him in?
Black Mirror, Striking Vipers, probably.
Yeah, that one.
Avengers.
You guys watch Black Mirror?
I don't watch movies.
It's a
Black
series,
Mirror is a TV show.
I don't watch TV either.
Oh,
I don't like it.
But you know
I'm in bed by like 1 p.m. So.
Oh.
Yeah,
your
remember
mommy
we
doesn't
had
let
to-
you
we had
watch
to let him
TV.
back.
I can play video games.
Mommy's waiting.
Okay.
My Little Pony.
Did you see the newest?
I've watched the first 2 seasons. That's it.
Oh, okay. The new one is like they go it's these two guys and his friend buys him like a VR thing and they start fucking in a like Dead or Alive knockoff game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how does it end up with the toaster shooting his mum?
Yes.
Because that's every episode of Black Mirror.
The toaster.
The toaster shot me mum. Technology
Why
bad.
would the toaster do that? Because you're always on your damn phone.
That reminds me of the toaster from the expansion from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh,
Did you ever play
yes,
that?
yes, yes,
He was
yes, yes.
Fucking psychopath.
Yes, that was my favorite DLC.
Ooh.
Was the Old
I
World
like the
Blues.
last one. The one where you fight the crazy guy who wants to kill you.
Oh, Lonesome Road.
Yeah.
Lonesome Road was
The former Joshua Graham or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the Elysius.
Ulysses. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
My
the
bad.
other
Yeah, I'm mixing them
courier.
up.
That
Sorry.
shit was hard. Someone needs to remaster that game for the current console.
Yeah.
So Axel, my bad. Axel and I were talking about why don't games just literally remaster every single old game? It's easy money. You don't have to do that much work, and all the fans are going to be like, I want to play. What was the one game we were talking about from Square?
Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger.
This is why I brought this up, because I got a Switch a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for like a library to build up before I would buy it.
Yeah.
And I was going through the store, and I'm like, man, there's like, I was expecting, ports of old games. Where
There's a
it
lot
would
of fucking shovelware on the
There's a
eShop.
lot of like mobile game type things, and I was on there and I was like, man, where's like all these classic SNES games? Where are all these classic like N64 games? They have such an opportunity.
They had N64 games on the first Wii.
I know.
And for some reason they just don't want my damn money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's crazy. That
I don't know why there's not a virtual console on there. That is the best system to have a virtual console.
Yep.
Yeah, Nintendo, they have so many good games from the past. It's easy money. Remaster Super Mario 64, charge $20 for it, everyone's going to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh hell
You
yeah.
don't even have to remaster, just port it.
Or at
emulate
least
it.
just have something other than like, hey, cool, you can play Ice Climbers
Hey, you want to
For
play
the-
Tecmo Bowl?
Yeah.
Man, I played all those for like 5 minutes. I'm like, how did people do this?
Exactly. When I told my dad that, he thought I was crazy. He was like, "This is the best football game ever." I was like, "You played Madden 2019 because that's way better."
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can actually choose people to pass it to.
yeah."
It would be
There's
cool.
not two buttons.
It would be cool if they had a system like their NES library,
Mm-hmm.
but then had another one for like SNES, and then had another one for like N64.
Yeah.
Maybe even GameCube. I think that would be.
It's crazy
Yeah,
though.
like
'cause
if you want to raise the subscription price, like I'll pay an extra $10 a year for.
Yeah. Or just like a la carte ports. That
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
go on
like how the
store and
Virtual
get,
Console
one
was.
Thing, like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy on the Wii U that they ported Twilight Princess, they ported
Mm-hmm.
Wind Waker, but they haven't done anything for the Switch, and the Switch has outsold the Wii U like 2 times over. So
Yeah,
far.
you'd think by now.
Oh,
Like
right.
they have some great, games that have come out exclusively for the Switch. And, I'm looking forward to Mario Maker 2, which doesn't that come out like next week or
Yeah, it
next
comes
month
out-
or something?
Comes out soon.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Fire Emblem.
Ooh, yeah.
That's gonna be hits.
I think the only reason that they hold off on stuff like that is because they still have the current stuff that they're trying to sell you on. Like if we get people thinking about this, then they're not gonna buy Breath of the Wild 2. Shit like that.
I mean, that's not
And
going to come out for
I'm
another
all-
4 years.
I'm just saying.
That's a good point, actually.
I'm just saying, and you'll see more of those like as it's winding down. You're starting to get to the new console generation because that's when they tend to do a lot of these.
Yeah, and I guess it does
Ports.
make sense because nobody bought the fucking Wii U, so if they're like, "Hey, collector's edition for Twilight Princess, you get the amiibo."
Exactly, like that's
Fine.
literally a reason for. There was at least 10 people who bought the Wii U just because of that weren't gonna buy the fucking Wii U.
Yeah, because I've seen the videos of the Wind Waker remaster. Oh my god, it looks so good.
I want to play Skyward Sword. I've never had the chance to play it.
It's okay.
Well, I mean,
It's fine. Actually, I feel like the controls would be so much better on the Switch because most of the sword play is motion controls because you had to have like the Wii Motion Plus thing, and
Yeah.
it worked most of the time, but it was really annoying. Also, I'm left-handed, so the the model is like looks all fucked up on the actual screen.
You're the devil.
I was pissed off when the Wii came out and Twilight Princess he was right-handed.
You're like, oh damn it.
Yeah, because that was my favorite series because Link is left-handed, and then they just fucked me. They fucked me real hard.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's easy money, especially with a lot of these like older RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people on the Switch want to play. Like I've never got to play like Chrono Trigger or like Chrono Cross or any of those games.
Yeah.
So,
I would just imagine the only reason, other than well, I already said one reason, but another is they're holding off on those because they're like thinking about the potential of making a big remake, and if you make a big remake but you've had the remaster or whatever, then it's going to cut into that.
If they
Like-
made a Chrono Trigger, I just want to say, if they made a Chrono Trigger remake, I would pre-order the collector's edition immediately.
I feel like that's something that they would be doing because Chrono's been kind of ignored, in terms of them shifting everything towards Final Fantasy and everything like that.
Have you played Octopath Traveler?
No.
I would recommend it. It's the closest thing to like a old school Final Fantasy
the way it
Chrono
looks, for
Trigger.
sure.
I did
Yeah.
not like it at all.
Really? It takes a minute to get into.
See,
I-
everyone I know other than Bryn who's played it has told me it's hot garbage.
I
I
love
liked
the
it.
combat. I love the art style.
The combat's
But
so good.
in a game like that, it's the story that drives. Like
Mhm.
it really is what pushes me to play it,
Mhm.
and none of them interact with each other. It's like you pick one person up, and they might have a line, but there's no common goal, so there's no point for me to even.
I really don't
Right.
like that aspect
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I wish that I still have to beat it. I'm pretty far into it though, but like they do kind of interact. Yeah, like if you have like certain people in your party, they'll interact here and there.
Yeah.
Depending on like whose storyline, but yeah, it is a little disjointed because there's like 8 separate storylines that go on. I don't know if it actually ties together in the end. I would hope so.
I
but,
heard that it. I heard
but
that it doesn't. It's like you do like the initial playthrough until you get like they all have their own separate story.
Mhm.
Then you get everybody. Then you go back and do a second part of each person's story.
Yeah,
together.
yeah, that's how it is.
Which even then, like, do you have the Huntress lady?
Yeah, I have all of them.
Oh my god, I could not stand that story with their weird fucking mannerisms.
Yeah,
and how
yeah,
they
yeah.
spoke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I ended up.
Yeah,
getting
there's a
rid-
couple. That's the thing is a couple of them are really good, and then there's a couple that really suck ass.
Yeah, I got rid of it probably like a couple months after.
But the combat is my favorite part, and the visuals.
The boss battles are really good.
The
too.
boss battles are sick.
I got.
They were actually difficult too.
Yeah, I got fucked up a whole bunch on it. I was like, wow, this is good, but there's no story to it, so I'm not compelled to actually play it anymore.
Right.
But Breath of the Wild was a gem. Oh my god, that after Persona 5, I might say that's in probably like my top 5.
Yeah, my only complaint, just as a huge Zelda fan, is the story was not there, and I know they were going for something different.
I almost beat it without doing any of the Guardians.
Really?
Yep.
You just went through. I still haven't beat the. I still have one more Divine Beast to beat, but I did like pretty much everything else in that game.
Which I did like. They came out and said you can beat the game without getting the Master Sword.
You can
without
beat it.
doing.
You
all
can beat it.
the
I've seen people
beats.
beat it with three hearts.
I
They
almost
just
did it.
immediately get out of the Great Plateau and just run to the castle.
I almost did it, but I got fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
Like at the very, very last part of the boss battle, he was destroying me, so I was like, I'm just going to go back and play the whole game.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the second game. I like how they're finally keeping it in a sequel with the games.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they've never done that.
Well, I think no, there've been a couple. Like Majora's Mask was a direct sequel, but it didn't really have anything else to do with Ocarina.
And Link to the Past and Link's Awakening are tied together. Or no.
Yeah, they're not.
Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds.
Link
sorry.
Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Tied
there's
together.
there's like Spirit Tracks and the Phantom Hourglass, which are sequels to Wind Waker. But they're not. But those were like handhelds. There hasn't really been a direct sequel.
Yeah, like a definitive.
Yeah, like a real.
where it's saying this is literally like. This is the
this
next game
picks
we're
up
developing
where it left off. Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo is. Oh my god, they're so great.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I can't make them my main console. You know how there's people who they only specifically play games on the Switch. First, the games are too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Why would I buy Final Fantasy X for $60 when I can go to GameStop and get it for $5 on the PS4?
Yeah.
Doom is still $60 on the Switch.
Yeah, they rarely have sales, and when it is, it's a bunch of shovelware that they have on sale.
Yeah, that's what most people on YouTube, when they're like, "Oh, Switch is the best. I just got all these indie games for $20." And it's like,
It just doesn't have the library to me. Like, I love the console a lot. And the big exclusive games they have for it are phenomenal. But
There's not
the
enough.
library is just so bad right now. Like, I'll look through the store and it's just like you said, it's just like 90% shovelware.
Yeah. And I mean, they have so many games that they've been announced for over a year now that have, like, Animal Crossing got delayed again. That's not coming out till next spring. All their, like, main games are coming out this fall, which people thought they were going to come out either spring or summer.
yeah, R.I.P. to Metroid 4.
Yeah, oh my god. Man, that's not even... It's going to be like another 3 or 4 years before that shit comes out.
Yeah, I didn't know until recently that they completely
scrapped it.
Yeah, they scrapped it.
Yeah, they talked about that in a direct a couple months ago. They like made a big old apology, which is good because no other company would flat out come out and be like, "Yeah, it kind of sucked ass. We're just doing it in house now."
Yeah, that's what I told Axel too. Is when they announced that they were delaying Animal Crossing, they did it the right way.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to push the game back. Sorry, but we're gonna make sure that it's great.
And when they
before
do
it
that
comes
and the
out.
games finally come out, they're always good.
Yeah, it's not like all
They're
these
not
other
putting out
companies.
inferior products that they just...
Bethesda, take notes.
Yes, very much
EA
so.
take notes.
And EA.
Bethesda.
Well,
So
we're on like an hour and a half here, so...
let's just do a little bit of a rapid fire thing here, just kind of wrap this up. Excluding Cyberpunk, since that was the clear winner for most of us, I think, especially you.
Yeah.
Excluding Cyberpunk, tell me what you think your best and worst for each, from E3 was.
I really, really was impressed with Final Fantasy VII, considering Square Enix's track record lately. I think that's kind of my big highlight of the show. And it wasn't really part of E3, but Death Stranding is just something that I'm really, really, really excited about. And then, everything but Fallout 76 Battle Royale. Like, give me a break. But, yeah.
Speaking of Death Stranding and everything, have you seen the new show that just came out, Too Old to Die Young?
Yeah, I was watching the episode with Kojima in it last night.
Were you?
I didn't get to the...
Oh yeah, was that the thing that... Did you send that?
Yeah.
I was like,
didn't
what
get
the
to
hell
the
is
scene
this?
with him yet.
Oh.
But, yeah. Because he's friends with the director of that
Yeah,
show,
and-
and he's going to be in Death Stranding as one of the main actors.
Yeah,
the main
Nicholas
characters.
Winding Refn,
Yep.
who also directed Drive, which is a great movie.
Oh.
And that show, yeah, it's I only finished the first episode, but it's just so beautiful, and the lighting and
The cinematography is great.
which it always is with Refn. But,
Is he a real human being?
yeah,
Yes.
but just oh my god, that show is so beautiful, especially since it's on Amazon 4K, and I actually have a 4K TV,
Yep.
so like. I have just loved the shit out of that. Sorry. My bad.
Darren?
Didn't mean to jump in there.
It's all
next.
good. I would say Final Fantasy VII too, but just to be a little different, I'm gonna go Luigi's Mansion 3 because that game is gonna be amazing. And I love it so much. I was also really impressed by Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, I completely fucking forgot to talk about
But
that.
you can play as an old lady.
Yeah, dude, it's something that no one's ever done before, and I think it's really cool. But it's Ubisoft, so we just have to make sure they actually do it right.
It's interesting. I'm not sold on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, they'll fuck it up somehow.
Yeah, it's not
Well-
a game I'll buy when it comes out. I'll wait for it to go on sale and a couple reviews come out, but it looks really cool if they can execute it correctly.
And see, for me, that's actually what I was going to say was probably one of my highlights was Watch Dogs 3. I bought Watch Dogs 1. Well, I didn't actually... I didn't buy Watch Dogs 1. My friend bought Watch Dogs 1, and I borrowed it from him, and I was like, this is a pile of shit. I bought Watch Dogs 2 because it was like $10, and I actually fucking loved that game. Like, I know you haven't. Did either of you guys play Watch Dogs 2?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, not yet.
It's actually genuinely so much fun. It's not like, it doesn't take itself seriously, like it's cartoony, not in like an overly cartoony way, but like the story still has some cringy moments, and there's a character who literally just wears one of those fucking like emote masks, and I'm like, you fucking tool. But the rest of it, like, I actually genuinely loved, and like the main character was really good. It was really fun. Like, I loved. Brent saw some of the ridiculous shit that I did in that game too. Like, there's like these scissor lifts you could steal, and there's like 4 different missions that I solved by just stealing the scissor lift, driving it to a building, like raising it all the way to the top of the building, getting out, and like going straight
Oh yeah, I
into the
remember you
top.
doing
Like,
that.
I was like, the fact that it lets you do that is just fucking great. So I'm excited to see how Legion goes. I'm with you though. I really don't fucking trust the whole like every character being potentially playable.
It seems like it could just be like gimmicky, like kind of cool for a second, and then just like I don't really find the enjoyment out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe I could be wrong.
And you realize like there's probably like fucking 15 voice actors that just recycle.
Yeah, they're promising a lot of stuff that each character is going to have its own specific like type and voice actor. It's impossible. There's no way they can
it's
execute
not.
that.
But I'm still excited for it just because I loved 2. I did not expect to. I bought 2 because it was $10 and I was like, I just really want an open world game. I know this will probably suck, but whatever. And I fucking loved it. So that's probably for me one of my biggest. I had no idea they were going to even announce a 3. I would say my biggest disappointment though was the Avengers game from Square Enix.
Oh
That
god.
they've spent so much time hyping up, and then they have allowed no one to see actual footage other than like reporters, or actual gameplay I should say. And what I've heard of the gameplay sounds awful. Like, did you guys hear anything about the gameplay for it?
I heard very mixed to negative things about
Like,
it.
like playing as Thor is basically just a really shitty version of the new God of War. Like, you just throw your hammer and then call it back, and you just like slowly walk. And then like Iron Man is just on rails shooting sequences.
Oh great.
Black Widow is just a bunch of QTE events.
Mm.
And then the Hulk is like one of those endless runner things or something like that. Like you're just running off of shit. From
So
what
it's
I
just
heard.
mini games?
Basically, yeah.
I don't have faith in this.
And the weird thing is they spent so much money. Like Troy Baker and Nolan North are 2 of the voice actors.
Well, they're in every game ever,
Yeah.
so.
No, not necessarily.
They're still expensive voice actors.
Well, yeah.
And
especially
they've-
in main roles.
They've been in way less recently as they've, become so high and in demand. And usually they're only in good games for the most part if they're like voicing a main character. in
Yeah.
it. But this just,
Only Naughty Dog's got that Nolan North money.
but this just to me just does not look fun at all. And I say that as somebody who was so excited for it going in.
Yeah, but Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4 will probably be... Is it 3 3 or 4?
3.
It'll probably be better than that game. So.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I have to buy a goddamn Switch, since that fucking game of all games is a Switch exclusive.
Oh, that's weird.
I know. But yeah, that looks really fun from all the footage I saw of that.
Is it my turn?
Yes!
Yay! Yeah, probably Final Fantasy VII. It was going to be Pokemon, but
You're just a Pokemon
Yeah,
snob.
oh my
mean,
god,
I
who
don't-
cares if you
Get off
can't
your
use
high horse.
fucking
no,
Bibble
it's
wrap?
not only that. It's like it should be like this is a $60 AAA game, and they're not. Game Freak has not evolved the series enough.
It
like
looks
graphic,
so good.
It looks good,
graphically
but-
it looks like a freaking Wii U game.
I do agree. They're
It's a
taking
Pokemon game.
they're taking really weird steps, like with the
Yeah,
what
the
fuck are they-
Gigantosaurus
Yeah,
mode or
yeah.
whatever.
I
like
don't mind that. They've done.
I
so
don't
much
mind
yeah,
that. It's
I
just
wasn't
weird.
like super into the like Mega Evolution thing. I think it was fine, but
Yeah,
like
it was a very
I understand
Digimon-esque
people's
thing.
I understand people being like, why are they just giant now? It's the same thing as the Megas.
Yeah.
They gotta do
Like,
something new.
Can they be giant and
I
mega? at
don't
the
know.
same
I mean, I'll
time?
reserve my judgment for when it comes out. I'll probably get it anyway because that's how
Yeah, you fucking are.
Pokemon.
You're gonna get the dual
fans are.
pack too.
Oh my god! Why would anyone get the fucking dual pack?
I have it pre-ordered.
Oh, you do?
What's the? Is it just both of them?
Yeah, you get both of them.
Do you save any money?
No, it's the same price. I think it's
It's actually more, and we spit in your
So it's
eye.
more expensive.
I think it's
Then-
$129.99 because it comes with a special sleeve that they're both in.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
You at least get something with it, I guess.
Buy them both separately and make your own sleeve.
Shut up.
Why'd you do this, man? I just put all my cartridges in my like carrying case and did.
I can't do that. I feel like I'll lose them.
So are
Yeah.
you a Pokemon Shield or a Pokemon Sword?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I think the sword one looks way cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I buy one, I'm buying Sword.
Because he's that legendary is based on the same like mythical beast that like Okami is.
Emeratsu.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like fuck Bethesda.
Yeah, fuck Bethesda.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, I was
Bethesda.
gonna say.
Oh, and
Microsoft.
also the
What?
I was gonna say Microsoft. They showed no gameplay for any games they had.
Oh yeah,
That was also underwhelming. Sure.
but they had Keanu Reeves coming.
They did have
They
Keanu Reeves.
they did have Keanu
We
Reeves.
like Keanu Reeves.
He's breathtaking.
Did you
very
know
breathtaking.
that like the whole time in the lead up they didn't use his name in any of their promotional emails and stuff like to each other? They called him like Mr. Inferno or something like that. And
Right
even
on.
in any of the walkthroughs beforehand, they had a double instead. So like he literally had no idea what the hell was going on when he went out there. And I think he thought it was just going to be like a couple of people just like, yeah, cool, video game. So he was like genuinely like, what the fuck is going on when he emerged and saw everything.
They didn't tell him he was at E3.
No, they told him he was at E3, but I don't think he knew that it was like the spectacle that it is, you know, when he signed on to do it.
What they did is they blindfolded Keanu, threw him in the back of a van, and just brought him there.
We've got a new movie role for you, Mr. Reeves.
Here,
It's gonna be a
take-
big thing.
Take this gun. Just go out, have fun.
Yeah, I saw an interview where most of the people from CD Projekt Red didn't even know he was gonna be in the game until like he came in to do the voice acting for it.
Yeah.
And the guy who created the universe still hasn't met him.
Oh, Pondy.
Yeah, he still hasn't met him yet. Which is
It's really cool that they designed one of the NPCs after him, though. The Dex or whatever looks just fucking like him.
But dude, they got an old lady like the new Elder Scrolls game will.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm
She'll
excited for the
probably
new
be
Elder
dead by
Scrolls.
the time the Elder Scrolls game
That's why they
comes out.
scanned her in.
No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be an exclusive for the Google Stadia.
oh, how long do you think it'll be after the game comes out till the first fucking like tryhard comes out and he's like killing the old lady, God sexual. You know, like just immediately finds her and kills her, posts
I'm
the
gonna
video
have
on
to do
YouTube.
I'm making a bruise on my leg.
It's climbing in and out of U-Hauls. that
Yeah, I
happens.
guess. Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, we'll let you get back to GameStop. We'll,
Yeah, I think we're just pulling up here now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon Musk, for driving us around.
It's not Elon.
It's Elon's robot.
Okay, but it's not Elon himself.
No, he's doing the Tony Stark thing where he can, he puts on his VR goggles.
He's
and
astral projecting into his robot.
yeah.
It's like that episode of South Park where he was in the wacky race. He's
Yes.
driving a
Yeah.
sphere.
All right. Well, we got to drive over to the 3D printer store, and we're 3D printing some cat girls. So
Oh, okay.
Nice.
yeah.
Anything you guys want to say before we shove you out of this U-Haul?
Huh?
I'm glad that they in the Final Fantasy remake they kept Tifa's big anime titties.
Big old titties.
Although, according to the internet, they still weren't big enough. I saw there was a dude on 4chan who made his own fucking, like, mathematical analysis of the rib cage to breast ratio. I'm not even fucking kidding.
They could be bigger,
yeah.
so.
Maybe that will be DLC.
Oh, yeah.
$5.99 big Tifa tits.
Big titty physics.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you guys for being on. And thank you guys at home for listening.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on
the Instagram and the Facebooks. And also thanks to our friends at Gab Street Podcast again for continually shouting us out.
So we're going to shout you out,
Yeah.
so then you have to shout us out
Yeah,
again.
you guys should also listen to them as well if you like. They're two dudes out of Columbus. They're really fucking funny. They just had a nice video about tech, and they were talking especially about the Apple stand.
Oh, God, yeah.
Cheese grater.
Yeah, the fucking, that's what they called it, the fucking cheese grater.
Yep, well, see y'all next week.
Don't forget to spay or neuter your grandpa.
Bye.